Welcome back, it's me Pixel, and this is US Meal Ready to Eat Individual Menu 14 Mexican Style Rice and Bean Bowl. Packed by Ameriqual on the 270th day of 2024. I assume at that time, I imagine? Anyway, yeah, this is a pretty cool sounding ration. I believe this means it'll be a vegetarian menu, maybe? Looks pretty good in there. We have some... I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's some stuff on the inside of the packaging there, which I'm hoping means that something hasn't ruptured. But we're just going to go ahead and crack this bad boy open and see what we've got. Oops, nicked it a little bit. Alright, cool. Go ahead and get this out. Top we have Mexican rice and beans. Our nutrition facts, look at that. Carbohydrates, main fuel source for muscle during exercise. Higher activity level equals higher carbohydrate needs. Recommended daily intake 3 grams per pound of body weight, or 500 grams per carbohydrate per day for a 150 pound warfighter. Wow. Tells you the good sources as well, that's pretty cool. Fruits, potatoes, rice, pasta, bakery, and beverages. MRE food sources. Wow, so it tells you, that's really cool actually, I quite like that. It tells you like what food is best in general for getting, you know, your carbs, your protein, your fat. And then it tells you what provides those specifically in the MRE. I've never actually looked at one of these that closely. That's really cool. I might just keep that. That's a little cool little piece of dieting advice from the US military. Next we have, oh wow, that's exciting. We have pretzel nuggets, honey mustard and onion flavor. Last time I had these were absolutely incredible. I'm excited for those. Our accessory pack, we'll have a look at. Yeah, nice. Oh no, something's oily. Oh, I think... Oh yeah, something has gone in here. I think it's the peanut butter. We have peanut butter, but it is extremely oily in here now. But we have a cran raspberry flavored First Strike bar. You can see the oil on my fingers here. I think that might be from the peanut butter. That's a shame, our peanut butter might have breached. We have our crackers, very cool. Oh yeah, it's really oil in here. A chocolate protein drink powder. Oh, that's a shame. You know, I say it's a shame because I was really considering that we have this. I would love to have put the peanut butter through it. Next we have a picante seasoning, cool. Classic MRE spoon, a flameless ration heater, and what is actually a hot beverage bag. Oh look. This is raised from the oil being under it. Just pull that off, see if we can spot anything. You know, I'm squeezing the pouch pretty hard into all the angles I can get. And it's not looking like it's coming out or anything. Oh, wait. There we go. You see that? Right there. That's awfully blurry. There is a very, very small hole in the peanut butter that has allowed, I think it's just the lamination on the pouch may have just not sealed properly, and we're getting just a very small touch of oil out of that. So unfortunately, for today, we're going to be avoiding our peanut butter. That's really sad. I was really looking forward to getting a ration with peanut butter in it to chuck it in the chocolate protein drink like I've seen the MRE Experience do. It looks like it would have been a good time, but unfortunately that's just a bit sad. Alright, so moving on from our heartbreak of no peanut butter, we're going to be checking out the lovely little accessory pack, so let's go. This is also very oily. That peanut oil really did get everywhere. Thankfully not on the components because it's sealed. Alright, so we'll start off with our creamer non-dairy dry. Seen that before. Our Bill's Brew. Love the little coffee. I'm really looking forward to this. I do enjoy me a Bill's Brew. Sugar. Enjoy 0-calorie sweetener. Look at that, we'll be trying that. Cinnamon gum. Our moist towelette. Our teeny tiny gram of salt. I think that's a gram, it's about that. And our Lighthouse TP. There we go. Cool, look at this. What a decent looking meal we've got for us today. Let's just crack on with it. The first thing we're gonna do is make up our coffee. Sick, so we've got our coffee here. We're gonna just throw this into a hot beverage bag. I don't feel the need to, you know, sit and show you the coffee again. We've all seen Bill's Brew at this point. Blow on through this. I imagine this is like our Splenda from the last ration. You know, that Splenda was really fun. As silly as it sounds, just the way the packaging looks, you know, the American style of it. It's just so exciting for me. Get that down in there. Creamer non-dairy. I'm feeling a little bit of a weak coffee today. I like my Bill's Brew, but I really do want to enjoy it as much as for as long as I can, you know? That's probably about 7 ounces there. And you know what to do, folks. Fold this over. Give it a good grab. And take it to Vibration Town. We're gonna squeeze out all that air. Try not to pour it all over my desk. Wouldn't be the first time. Probably won't be the last. There we are. Seal that back up, and we have flat coffee. And then we'll get our FRH out. These things, I think, are probably one of the coolest components of MREs. I mean, a self-contained, self-heating meal, there's just, you know, something about it that's so cool. You know what, I'm going to do something I've never done before. I've seen loads of ration reviewers do it. Put the salt in with the FRH. Just kicks it up a notch, gets you that heat. You know, if you can actually get it open. But it's fine. Get the salt in there. I'm going to move the paddle up a little bit. Just kind of put it there. And as well as that coffee, we're going to be putting our first strike bar in. I should probably put the label back on that, but you know. I get this lovely little cardboard sleeve here. Throw that down in there. Get our coffee. Get the old coffee in there. Just put the first strike in there for a little bit of heat, and we'll throw this up against the rock or something. Alright, so next I want to check out these crackers because I've not had them in so long. Again, they're coated in oil. Just gonna give them a little wipe down with a little wet wipe here. Try and get some of that oil off. Look at these crackers. These are so cool. I love these crackers so much. It's just something a bit special about them, you know. Wow, look at those. Those are incredibly pale. A little bit of a char on the sides here. But man, those are pale. They look cool. You know what? They look really cool. I'm gonna try a little piece. Yeah, those have a nice kind of plain, you know, inoffensive flavor. Definitely some, you know, cracker flavoring, I guess. I don't really know what you can say about these. They're crackers, alright. Next we're gonna get out our pretzel nuggets. I've had these before, and as I remember, they were delicious. Nice little portion there. Let's have a look at this one. This one looks great. Look at this. Look at him. Wow. He is cooked. Oh, a beautiful honey mustard smell. I'll try just a little bit. Those were extremely good last time, and they're still extremely good. Next we've got our chocolate protein drink powder. Now I don't remember if I've had this. I'm gonna be real. I can't remember if I've had this or not. Ow, ow, ow. I watch a lot of MRE Experience, and he has this nice little tip that you fold over on the fill line. That way when you're pouring, you can see it from the inside. I don't know if you can see that just there. There we go. There's definitely water in there. And again, you just fold it over once or twice, give it a good old grip. Take it to Shake City. Look at that. That is a thick, rich chocolate. That looks really good. It's nice and thick. Looks rich, looks creamy. That definitely is a protein drink. It smells like a protein shake, but it's got a nice, rich, chocolatey undertone. You know what? I'm eager to give this a shot. No time like the present. It's got a rich, kind of chocolate milk flavor. I want to surprise you guys with something. Considering that our peanut butter got ruined, I raided the cupboards, and we have this crunchy peanut butter. And you know, crackers with peanut butter. What could be better? Now, even though this is crunchy peanut butter, I'm still gonna be insane. And it's gonna add a nice little bit of texture to this. Alright, so our coffee's been in our FRH for a bit. Got a nice heat back into it. Look at that. Bill's Brew. That sweetener really does its job. That little tiny pouch, that really sweetens the coffee. But you know, it's Bill's Brew. It's a decent little coffee. You know, that peanut butter has given it a really nice extra sweetness to it. Had it been the MRE peanut butter, I probably would have been a bit happier with it. But even with the little chunks of peanut in there, that's actually pretty good. It's like a little treat after your peanut drink, you know? After your chocolate drink. You know, while the FRH is still going, those are, they're very sweet. They're pretty savory, of course. Very heavy on the honey flavor. Very light on the mustard. But those are nice, they're crunchy. They're not too hard. They're very easy to eat. I'd say they're a little thirst-provoking. I kind of want to have a drink after that. But those are very good. Very decent, in fact. Alright, so that's that out of our FRH. And it is very warm. Very, very warm. You know, the FRH has still got plenty of life left in it, but, you know, this is really hot. I am looking forward to it. Very nice tear notch. Look at that. Mexican style rice and bean bowl. That looks great. It smells very, very heavily of like a tomato based sauce. But you've got those spices in there that just really give it to you. Oh, look at the colors in there. Oh, look at this. Look at the colors. Wow. Kidney beans, more kidney beans, and I think little bits of sweet corn, little bits of green, which I assume is jalapeno. Here's our main, and you know what? I am not hanging around. Let me try and get a bit of everything here. And a bit of that green chili. Oh, that's bland. That is weirdly bland. I don't know. Yeah, that is strangely bland. I don't know how else to describe that. You've not really got much flavor. There is, of course, a little bit of heat from the chilies and such, but overwhelmingly, it's a weird flavor to that. I think it might need a little bit of our seasoning. Look at that. That is some nice deep reds. And oh wow, that's a good smell. This is gonna sound silly, but it smells like chili heat wave Doritos. There we go. Got our seasoning through that, our picante seasoning. Let's see how that's changed. An immediate spice, an immediate aromatic spice brings out the flavor of the chilies. But there is still that strange kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like carrot kind of undertone. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's pretty darn good. I'm gonna crumble up this cracker in here for a little bit of texture. There we go. Just leave that on top. Don't want that to go all through. It is good. Unfortunately, you do need the season for it, because otherwise it is pretty bland. But that is a very, very nice meal. Obviously it is vegetarian. No meat components in this. Next, let's check out or finally should I say, we'll check out our cran raspberry first strike bar. Look at the sheen on you. Put it in the FRH to soften it up a little bit. It's a little bit more pliable. But look at all those colors. Those nice little bits of puffed rice. Just give this a nice bite. An immediate raspberry flavor. Fantastic chew. The cranberry takes a couple seconds to kick in, but once it's in there, it's in there. Fantastic. I love a first strike bar. Unfortunately, it's not something you really get here. They're little treats for when I can get them in my MREs. Those are delicious. And you know what? New permanent addition to the desk. Let's get this lovely first strike sticker up there. Alright, check that out. In pride of place. As sad as it is that I didn't get to use the peanut butter in this ration, even with crunchy peanut butter, this is actually delicious. And that is pretty darn good. Chocolatey, it's peanutty. Definitely a protein drink. I ain't complaining. It's some of these rice with a cracker and a bit of the old mustard pretzel. These mustard pretzels go absolutely crazy with this rice and bean bowl here. I just want to crush this up. Mellows out the heat just in case you're just a little bit sensitive to that stuff. Adds a lovely crunch, especially with these crackers. All those flavors are going to get to know each other. Going to be going around each other's houses for New Year. Make them best friends. That's the way to do it. Oh yeah. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. A nice, spicy, hearty meal that, yeah, it was a little bit bland the first time. But with that seasoning and those pretzels, this is a delicious meal. The crackers are a bit bland, but those are more just there as a mode of transport for your other ingredients, or to give you some texture in those rice and beans. Coffee is nice. It is extremely sweet with that sweetening. Adding just that little bit extra water has really, you know, helped. There's no bitterness at all. That creamer is fantastic. Plus, you know, I got a little bit extra drink, so I'm not complaining. But this is a fantastic little ration. You know, I will say that unless you have that seasoning, it's not going to win any awards. Really do enjoy this menu. It's, you know, it's simple. It's vegetarian, no meat. Very light feeling. A nice variety of things. Again, they kind of go together. I'm gonna be insane. Here comes the insanity, folks. Uh-oh, Pixel's off his meds again. I did that as a joke, but that's actually pretty good. Mixing the first strike bar and our little concoction of pretzels and rice and beans and crackers, it adds a lovely sweetness to it. Doesn't override anything with the cranberry and raspberry flavors. But it's good. And I would do our chiclets gum here, or cinnamon gum. But we all know what this is like. We've all seen this 100 times. Unfortunately, ours has taken a bit of a hit. What else is there to say about this Menu 14 Mexican style rice and beans? It is a nice warming meal with that seasoning mix. Without the seasoning, the rice and beans is a bit bland. There's not much to it. There's a mild heat. It will sustain you, you know. Beans very high in protein and fiber. Those are what you need. This is just a nice little ration, a nice little simple ration. This isn't like a featured ration. This isn't something that you'd, you know, be excited to buy. This is something that, you know, if you eat it, if you get it put in front of you, you're gonna be like, nice, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna hate this. I'm not gonna complain. But it's definitely not one of the, you know, the best MREs. You know, it's good, but it's no Menu 17 pork sausage patty maple flavored. I'm gonna go eat this now. I'm gonna go and chuck these files on my iPad, and we're gonna get this edited up. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you have any if you have any suggestions of things that I should try, MREs I should try and get my hands on, leave them down in the comments. I love reading comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Pixel. You've been watching some random eat Ration on the internet, and it's scran time.